Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we have probably one of my all-time favorites. This is a Springfield Armory trapdoor. This is, like I said, this is one of my favorites. This has been a dream gun for me. This is a 1884 model, and there's a couple of really cool things. We'll talk about that. This one was manufactured in 1891. So a lot of cool things with this one. Number one is this does not have a traditional bayonet. This, from what I understand, and I could be wrong, so please, let me know in the comments, is they only made about 2,000 of these things. Instead of having a clip-on bayonet, they had a bayonet that was integrally built in. So instead of a ramrod, it was a bayonet. And you have this little system here. You push both sides in, and it locks in, and what it is these two cutouts. From what I understand, it wasn't all that liked because it is very flimsy. So, a couple other really cool things, and I'll show you a little bit later on, is it has a 2-slot for extra rounds. That I think is just really cool. Helps make something that is it makes something more functional as like the buttstock because they're nice and safe. But yeah, so let's take a couple shots. Everyone knows how this thing works. You take your shot. Now this is 45-70. They did also make a 50-70, which is very hard to find, especially ammunition for. These are Fiocchi cowboy rounds. Now this is a good point for me to let you know, is if you don't know a whole lot about guns and you want to pick one of these up, you have to buy what's known as cowboy loads, because they're black powder loads. Because you can't put smokeless powder through this. The reason why is it burns too fast and too hot, and it could cause a major malfunction. It could blow up the gun in layman's terms, and that we don't want that to happen. So if you are going to buy one of these things, cowboy action. A couple of different reasons. One is because, like I said, black powder. The other one is because these are antiques. We want to keep them in good condition, so they're not going to be crazy hot loads. These are 405 grains. This is what they would have been way back when. So with that being said, I don't want to bore you guys with too much information, but let's take a shot. And spits it right out. Grab another one. It's such a satisfying kick too. It's like a 12 gauge. But so yeah, it's an incredible firearm. This one, it was manufactured as a trapdoor. A lot of misconceptions is that they were all based off of the Springfield muzzleloader, which is true, but everyone thinks that they were all converted. That is not true. After a while, they did convert a lot of them, but then they started making them as the actual trapdoors. They found it was a lot easier and a lot more cost effective. So let's take one more shot, and then what we'll do is then we'll take and put some targets out and blow some targets up. There. All right, be back. All right, so you got more ammunition. You got a couple targets out there. And I even brought a couple extra rounds just in case I miss, which is a good possibility. All right, so we're gonna go probably for the farthest one and then go work my way in. Let's zero this out, actually. Right about there. All right. Did my camera person see where that went? No? Ah, darn. Well, looks like we may not be drinking anything tonight. I see where that one went. Do I have any more in the back pocket? I do not. This is why this is handy. Extra 2 loads. All right, I'm gonna go for a little bit closer one now. Now, I will say, a little bit of an excuse for my bad shooting. This is actually bent out a little bit, so I'm gonna blame it on that. That one I did get. Got one more. Oh, I had an extra one. I didn't realize. Work my way up to the next one. Try the farther one again, just because. I think that was just below. Well, these things are expensive. I don't want to keep shooting them for no reason, even though I absolutely love this thing. Once again, Springfield Trapdoor. It's one of probably the United States' most iconic rifles, and you really can't get anything better. So thank you guys for taking this time and watching this video. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.